So in the past week, we have studied quadratic equations. A quadratic equation is an equation in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. In the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, the a, b, and c are real numbers, and the a and b especially we call coefficients, and the a value we call the leading coefficient. So these end up being quadratic functions when we study them as functions. And so it has x values that go in and y values that come out, and it graphs a figure on the Cartesian coordinate system. And the graph it makes is a parabola, a curve. And sometimes that curve crosses the x-axis, and when it does, the y value goes to 0 because that's the only way we can get a coordinate to be on the x-axis. And so because of that, we are learning how to factor quadratics into a multiplication sentence, into a multiplication sentence, um, so that we can solve for those points where the parabola crosses the x-axis. Now, there are many ways to learn how to factor, but in class, this is what we are learning to do. So here we have x squared minus 20x plus 99. The a value is 1, and so this is the way we factor this type of quadratic where there's no other value but 1 in front of the x squared. And the b value is negative 20, and the c value is 99. And so this comes from some product. It's a product of two binomials being multiplied together. And so from the process of FOIL. And when we check it at the end, you'll see what I'm talking about. So what we're going to do is first we're going to make a cross. Make a cross. And at the top of the cross, we're going to put the 99. And at the bottom of the cross, we're going to put the negative 20. And we're going to use this cross to think about these numbers. And we're going to say, what multiplies to 99 and adds to negative 20? Well, if you don't know, one way to find out is just start doing a prime factorization of 99. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 11. Now 9 and 11, they add up to 20. That's what we need, the 20 here. But we have a negative 20. So it must be negative 9 and negative 11. So negative 9 and negative 11 we place here. And so given that our x value is 1, what this means is that this product here, x squared minus 20x plus 99, factors to x minus 9 times x minus 11. Okay, now let's check. Does this multiply back to the product we started with? So let's use FOIL. So if I multiply the firsts, right here, the two x's, then I get x squared. If I multiply the outsides, the x and the negative 11, I get negative 11x. If I multiply the insides, the negative 9 and the x, I get negative 9x. And finally, if I multiply the last, negative 9 times negative 11 gives me a positive 99. When I finish, I'm going to simplify the two middle terms, and I get x squared minus 20x plus 99. So that is how the method we are using to factor quadratics where there is no coefficient on the x value. So practice this with your problems, and you just set up the top here. Let me say one more thing here. Let me do this in red. We think of the top here as A times C, and the bottom part of the cross is the B value. And that just helps us remember. Why a times c? Well, eventually we're going to use this for other numbers that could be in front of the x squared. Right now we have a number 1, so when we do a times c, 1 times 99, we just get 99. Okay, good luck with this. Let me know if you need, if you have questions.